Hi guys, welcome back. And today I'm back with a bang because I have a youngest millionaire that I met in 2017, and he is none other than Matt. If this is episode number 275, I am sure he's gonna make it 275 million while we finish this interview. Okay, so and
I'm not sure about that.
hi Matt, how are you doing? Can you say hello to the audience? I mean, this was a fun start, right?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. I'm very glad to be here, Vic, and it seems like we're gonna have a great time here.
You know why, guys? I've changed my position today. Normally I take it where it's like black on the back, but today I am in a very easy mood. I'm in an easy mood because I'm with a guy who is actually releasing something which is called the easiest system released ever. And it's actually made me so easy that I couldn't move from my this easy position, and I called him up. Hey Matt, can we just do this interview and then share your results and this great product that you are coming up with? And he was kind enough. He came up. Millionaires don't come up so fast, but this millionaire is very kind enough to come up and meet me live here and share his experience. So Matt, can you just say a little bit about yourself, a little background,
Sure.
and then your journey when you cross. By the way, what was the age you made your first million?
I made my first million when I was 18. I started my first business
Wow.
when I was 18, and I remember when I was 7 years old,
Yeah.
my mom asked me, Matt, what do you want to do? And I said, I'll be the boss. And then she commanded me, go wash the dishes. And I was like, no, mom, don't do that. So,
I,
so
I, I hope you didn't open a private limited account when you were seven.
well, uh, I was very entrepreneurial from a very young age. But I started my first business at 13. I was doing all kinds of little ventures before that. I was buying old books from one place, then put them online, sell them. So I was doing all kinds of things before that. By the age of 18, or 19, sorry, I had 6 businesses already that I started. And before that, by age 18, I made my first million. I was mentored by Dan Pena, who's known as the $50 billion man, the B, billion, not million. So I was very fortunate in that sense. And I have seen pretty much, you could say, almost every method, system, way to make money online out there. Had a pretty good run so far.
Great. And when I say pre-good run, so obviously when you made that first million, how did you feel when you actually made first million, when you were almost like becoming an adult?
So when I made that first million, the first one is always the most exciting one, right?
Yeah, I know.
Uh, I remember when I made my first sale, I was 13 years old. I made my first sale, and I did a happy dance. I remember it was $4.53. I did a very long, ridiculous happy dance. I I am very glad there is no recording to show that. Uh, and I remember the second day when I made that sale, I made another sale, $37, and I remember logging into my account the next day after that. This was my third day after making my first sale, and I was looking at the account and I was like, that second sale of $37 is missing. And I click on my reports, on my settings, on my reporting, and I see that that sale has been refunded. That was on ClickBank, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
That, this guy.
I know how it feels. I seriously know. Seriously pisses off. Okay, so I mean, we went off the track, guys, but this is how what happens on this show. But actually, now after all the hit and trials and after all the hard work, Matt has actually evolved a system.
Yeah.
The first million came from variety of things, but more or less from the system that he derived and that he's actually giving it to the world right now. And Matt, what's the name? I've told them the first word, but what's the full name?
So the full name is really, the point is that it's the simplest thing ever. So the easiest thing, the easiest system ever. That's really the whole point of the system, because I have seen hundreds of systems techniques, strategies out there. And I was just on the phone talking to a 53-year-old guy, 53 years old. He's running two offline businesses right now. He's kind of living from paycheck to paycheck, and I gave him this method, and just a few days later, he comes back to me and he says, Matt, this is the easiest system, the easiest way, the simplest way I've seen so far in my life ever. And that's really the whole point of it. It's the easiest thing that I have seen out there.
I really loved. There are so many people who are loving you with whom you've shared the system, and obviously you've shown me some of them. Before even we dive into this system and the details and other stuff, why don't you actually share your screen and show all those success stories that you have actually got for, I mean, using this easiest system ever? Can you just share your screen if that's
Absolutely.
okay with you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why not?
So,
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen here with you guys, and I'm going to show you just dozens and dozens of success stories here. We got so many screenshots over here, dozens and dozens and dozens and
Yeah.
dozens of
Beautiful.
people. Lots and lots and lots of people. I'll just go to our private group,
Yeah. I
inner
was gonna
circle.
say that. Can you show some of the live things that are happening in on
Yeah,
your group or something?
yeah. So I'm just gonna find one random guy here. Let's see the last one. We post a lot of stuff in the group. Uh, yeah. So Alexis,
Yeah.
this was yesterday at 2 p.m.
Okay.
And he says that after a bit more than 9 weeks on eBay, I reached my goal of 10,000. He got two accounts, so these are from two different accounts. This is from one. You guys can see 4,000 in pounds.
He started 9 weeks ago, right?
Yep. So this is all 9 weeks ago. I know it says 90 days here, but it's 9 weeks ago.
Right.
It's 9 weeks.
Right. Got it. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And the second one right here, 10,000. So that's euros, by the way. So that's about 15, $16,000 probably.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. And let's find just one more
Yeah.
random guy.
I know you have so many of them.
Yeah. Like every single day somebody posts something. It's crazy. This is crazy. We did a lot of posts in the group as well. So this is another one. This is 3 days ago. I made my first sale yesterday while working on a yacht. And his first sale was not, but it was a pretty big one, 1,059.99 cents.
Wow.
So first sales are normally not that big. First sale is usually like $50, $100 maybe.
I'll be very honest. I taught a student. I mean, as you said, that first sale of $4. I made my first sale of $7. I was like jumping here and there. The
Me too.
other day, it was like when I started doing something else, there were like almost 200 people on my list. I sent them a mailer, and I made like $150. I came back, refreshed the page, and it was $150, and I jumped even more. And my family was like, "Have you gone insane?" I said, "I've just started making some money on regular basis." But when I taught my system to my student, okay, so here's the irony. When I taught my student, he did what you just showed me. He did the first sale of $497. So he was
Yeah.
like, wow. And I told him I made $7 with my first sale, and you made like 497. So that's amazing. It feels good when your students are actually making money with your system. Really
Absolutely.
feels- yeah. It really
Absolutely.
feels.
Making my first sale felt very good. Making my first million felt even better. But having all these successes here that I just shared with you guys, that feels even much better to me personally.
True. I really agree. And
Yeah.
okay, so guys, you just saw that there was a post which said like 9 weeks into eBay, and he made like $10,000 and plus, which is
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. But it is not the old traditional way of doing things with eBay. Everybody knows this name. This name is kind of like it's the next Bible. You, me, everybody, we live with eBay and Amazon now basically. So all our credit cards are saved out there. But what math has in it. I went through the whole thing first before we actually met. I was blown away. It was super simple. It was really easy, it was easy. The only thing you want is just spend some time and consume the information that he has out there, which is not our normal, read this Joe kind of a video to training thing. It's live training. It's like the same board that you see behind Matt right now. That board actually speaks out everything when you go inside the training. But Matt, if you can just give me an overview. I saw people making money in 9 weeks. I saw people making the first $1,000 with the first sale. But ordinarily, generally, even if someone is making money or not making money, having experience, not having experience, general purview, if anybody goes through that whole thing, because you've taught so many students in this, when do
Yeah.
you think he can actually start making some sales? How long
Yeah.
will it take that?
That's a very, very good question. So I have seen cases where it happens within hours. That does happen. That, to be fair, can be a little. It's not exactly typical
I
to make
know,
your
I know.
sale within a few hours, obviously.
Yeah, I know.
Easiest system ever, right?
Yeah.
Uh, but the good news is, so far, with the people that we had going through the beta system, I did not have a single person that followed the steps and that did not make his first sale. Not even one so far, which surprised even me by a lot. But we didn't have a single person so far that followed the systems and did not make his first sale. So I would say it's reasonable if you follow the steps within days, within weeks. Certainly, you should have your first sale. If you don't have your first sale within a few weeks, you're doing something very, very, very wrong. And I would suggest that you go back to the videos, rewatch everything, and see where you're making a mistake. In fact, we even have a video which we titled "I did everything right and I'm still not making any sales. What am I doing wrong?" And we explained what are the most likely things that you are doing wrong.
Beautiful. And just to add to this, guys, if you can make $1 with a system, you can make $100 with that system. And if you
I
can
agree.
make $100 with that system, you can make thousands and $10,000 to $1 million. It's like you can scale it up to any level, and that is what I loved in his system. Not only that, he has also given a separate module which says scale it up. How do we actually scale
Yep.
that up? So the first part of the training goes into the basics, and then how do you get started with your first paycheck or first transfer from
Yep.
eBay, and then how you scale it up, and then some advanced strategies. So you're actually in very safe hands. I couldn't stop myself to actually getting him right there and showing you all these things live, because I can go out there and show you your background, what's going on in the members area and stuff like that, but that's all BS. We need to know what happens when you use it. Look at the shine on Matt's face. This is not just because he's made millions of dollars, but he's actually
I mean,
helped
come on,
people.
it is.
Obviously, he has helped people who have made decent amount of money now using the
Yeah.
same system. And maybe or the other reason of his shine could be that he has so many girlfriends that he's super excited to be a millionaire and having so many girls around. So
I only have one girlfriend. Don't get me in trouble here. I only have one girlfriend.
okay, so here's a disclaimer. Please delete that part while you're watching this interview, and please focus on the easiest system. And I hope Matt's girlfriend doesn't watch this interview. So okay. Okay, so coming back to the course and the members area. So when are you launching this, and what time would that be?
Yeah, so we are going live on May 31st. And everything that we have just mentioned here, the easiest system ever, is going to be live on May 31st, which is Wednesday.
Right.
So right around that time, we are going live. Get ready.
Awesome. And all the detail, guys, of your bonuses and everything would be under this video on this bonus page. So you're getting some crazy bonuses with the easiest system ever. Plus, as always, this is a very transparent show, Matt. So, and everybody appreciates that. We really get everything in front of people so that once you hit the button and the buttons are live, they take the right decision very fast. And when I say very fast and transparent, so I always discuss the funnel. Obviously, you would be having some upgrades and upsells. So
Sure.
are they optional? What exactly do we given the upsells? Can you just give us a little brief about that?
Sure, absolutely, 100%. So the first you have two options when you are initially purchasing. You have an option to buy the product, the Easiest System Ever, or you can also have a few case studies, which really just go in a little bit more depth of the people that are already having success, and we kind of go through a story and their numbers and how fast it happened for them, the biggest struggles that they personally had, all
Right,
that.
right, right.
It's obviously optional, although that is recommended. Then right after that, we have something that I suggest to everybody, which is a done for you package where we have basically done the hardest work for you in the beginning that you need to do, and you can kind of just copy everything and paste everything, and that will give you a big head start and a big advantage to start making your first sales ASAP.
Yes.
Then right after that, we show you how to automate everything. We call that outsourcer mastery. So that's where you can learn how to put everything on autopilot. And then we have scaling mastery, where you can start making big profits, big money with the initial purchase. Obviously, you will be able to start making sales. Everything that you have seen earlier from your successes, they did all of that just with the basic system. They had just the beta version of it, so you guys are getting a full version here. But scaling mastery, that will definitely help you scale to big numbers and much bigger profit margins as well. And then lastly, you guys, if you want to go ahead and resell the whole system, you can buy the license to resell it as well.
The whole funnel.
So that you will be able to see, guys, when you're going for that.
Awesome.
You can.
No problem. Okay, so guys, as you see, the optional upsells, completely optional upsells, only for people who have that bent of mind. The first OTO was a really good one because in the front end, what I also have experienced is it's a complete training system and it's far better than what beta tester, which you just saw making money, got. So it's a complete foolproof system. You don't need any upsells, but
That's correct.
live case studies is something which makes life very easy. So if you want to make your life easy, go see how it happens live in front of you. So it's kind of an over the shoulder training. So that's the first upsell. But the second upsell was, that's always what I love. It saves huge time. They've done all the hard work. It's all done for you system that's waiting for you. Plug and play and you save time, make more money. So that's a great upsell out there. And after that, we have some extended training programs and the reseller license. Obviously reseller is my favorite. I would surely take that because then you just take the whole take all his money and put it in your bank account. So it's simple like that. So that's a crazy upsell that I always love. So for me, I loved the live case study, the done for you package, and of course the reseller package. That's my personal opinion, but you guys can just go through the funnel once you take this front end system. But the front end is complete in itself again, so you don't need to actually worry about that. And as always, what I say, Matt and his team, I know all his team members, and now I know him more than them because we've had this great chat today. So they are taking great care of you. You saw the Facebook group, it's completely busy with all good stuff. It's not BS stuff, it's great stuff that will really help you out, get started and scale it up. So don't worry about the support and don't worry about the product because it is approved. Okay, so it's super approved, and you need to actually take right action when it goes live. And I'll just I'll notify you when it's live. Please don't forget to check your inbox. It will be somewhere around 10 or 11. If any idea can be given, Matt, do you
It
recall?
will be on May 31st at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, so it's 10 a.m. Eastern time. 10 suits me because 10 is what time people wake up. So this will be the wake up call, and you wake up with the easiest system ever. So don't forget to take that. And this video, if you're watching before the launch, obviously the buttons on this video will not be live. You can just click and check out the coming soon page of Easiest System Ever, and of course skim through all the bonuses and the other testimonials that I have on this page. But if you're watching it after 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on May 31st, then obviously click it and take it right away, because the price is gonna rise, guys. The early bird is for a very short time, and they've not yet decided, but it could be like 4 hours to 6 hours at max. So please do take action fast so that you get it at the lowest price. That's it, and I am so thankful to you, Matt. Thanks for coming, and it was such a short notice. I really loved this interview. I hope you've enjoyed today.
Vic, it's my pleasure to be here.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, guys, goodbye, take care, and Easiest System Ever is waiting for you on May 31st at 10 a.m. EST. This is Vic, and keep smiling because you look good when you smile. Bye bye, and have a great day.